Okay, hopefully it's right this time. I'm having issues with my mic or whatever. So, YouTube, I can't so much as like scratch my crotch on a video without the sound getting copyrighted. So, it's kind of discouraging me to post any more videos here for you guys. But I'm just going to go through my palettes really quickly for you guys so you can see what I have in the works or what I have so far for each of my characters. Don't worry, it won't be limited to just this one. I will be showing other ones in the future too, for those of you who are, showing interest in it. For the first palette, this is basically the default. This is what I input in Fighter Factory. You notice the colors are very bright, very crazy looking. These, I have no intention of actually using these in game, but yeah, very distinctive and separated for a reason. Second up, this is the manga palette. This is what it looks like in the books. This is, if any of you guys have seen like the old school, the first Afro Samurai books, this is his color scheme. All blue with bright green hair. To pay homage to that, if you guys are familiar with, I'm sure a lot of you guys are introduced via the movies, but you'll notice in the movies, they always have that line. If you look closely at his hair, there's a slight tint of green or slightly green hair, and that's always used in I think both movies say it at some point that you can see the slight green in his hair. That's where it comes from the manga. His hair is originally a very bright green, and yeah. Next one is a very dark palette. I love this palette personally. It takes all of the color out of his hair, just makes it pitch black. This looks very gritty, very visceral looking. I like the browns. It's just, to me, it's just beautiful in a gritty way, of course. Next is my golden green palette. This is basically my money palette, or the palette that I used to pay homage to the cover work from both movies actually. I noticed that a lot of the DVD covers and whatnot show a lot of the characters from the cast sporting golds and very intricate and bright, crazy browns all over the place. And I don't know, I'm just showing my respect to it, I guess. Next, this is a personal palette. I just think his hair should be gray. I notice every time I see Afro, his hair is either pitch black or it has a slight tinge of green. I just wanted a palette that had gray and of course purple and blue. I think they're supplementary colors. They're good supplementary colors that you could use for his color scheme. So this is mostly personal, but yeah, more of a fan art palette. Next up is red and black. Every character in my roster has red and black for their clothes. It's just tough guys like red and black, and certain people, draw to the color red and black. So I just made a red and black palette for them. My pitch black or my silhouette palette. This is of course just a shadow of the or a figure of the actual sprite, if you can call it a sprite. The res is so high for my art that it's out of the realm of being sprites anymore. But of course I use this when I don't want to divulge anything. You guys, if you don't know by now, I'm pretty stringent with my videos. I try to avoid having my work ripped. The last thing I want is some less talented, subpar creator out there, which is basically 99% of the creators in the Mugen community, ripping my work and trying to use my work or sell, not sell, but publicly release my work to you guys. I work hard on this stuff, and yeah, this is the palette I used to avoid that. Next up is the black and white palette. This is of course a manga palette, basically a sketch. This is what a manga looks like without color. Not really much to say about it. This every character has it in my roster. And then last but not least is my black and white palette. This is basically what the character looks like in his emo form. Every one of my characters have an emo palette. I may go in the future and color his clothes black. I want a version of Afro with pitch black clothes. So yeah, I intend to do that in the future. But yeah, my emo palette, cliche. But yeah, I was just showing you guys the differences in the palettes for this character. I know a lot of you guys are probably interested. My beautiful melanin induced, gorgeous Afro American people out there with that beautiful chocolate pigment. I'm just joking. But yeah, I know a lot of guys are interested in Afro. There's not a lot of whoops. There's not a lot of black anime characters now that I think of it that are famous or dominant in the anime world, and Afro pretty much stands out. He's pretty much the he's that anime character that they got right, I think. So yeah, here's my palette. You know, I don't know. Pretty happy to show you guys this, just to show you the how varied and how different his colors can be on my sprites. And of course, this won't be I won't be limited or limiting it to this character. I'll be showing you guys other characters in the future. So be on the lookout for that. All right, have a good day. Be blessed. Goodbye.